All right, guys, welcome back to another video. And today we need to talk about the Z Fold 6, the Samsung Unpacked event. We now know what we're getting. Some surprises, I guess, with other products, but my main focus was the Z Fold 6. It's what I've been waiting on. So there are some pros, some cons, just like anything else. And I'm definitely going to ask you guys to comment below on what you thought about the event. Are you going to pick up a Z Fold 6? Are you going to stand with whatever device you're currently using? Maybe you have a Z Fold 3, 4, or 5, and you say there's no way you're going to jump to the Z Fold 6. Or some of you may say that, Samsung did enough. Either way, I did have a few minutes of a hands-on. I went to Best Buy and played around with the device. So I'm going to hit you guys with a little B-roll and kind of talk through a lot of different things. So I've got a lot of mixed thoughts and feelings about this release. I guess we'll start with some positive things. So really the main focus of the Z Fold 6, at least for me, was the build quality. I think they really improved the design of the device. It is very refined now. I love the boxier shape of the device. I feel like it is more pleasant to hold in the hand with the reduced hinge, the reduced weight. It's thinner, so it basically went to the gym, right? They put the Z Fold, well, in my case, my Z Fold 4, they took it to the gym, put it on the Peloton bike, and it lost some weight and got thinner. And they made the hinge a lot stronger, so it lifted some weights and got stronger with the hinge. And I love how, I don't want to say clicky, but there is a, man, what's the word to really describe it? There's something more solid about the hinge. When you open the device up, it folds flatter than the previous versions of the Fold. It is very reminiscent of Chinese foldables that I've reviewed. So if you haven't had your hands on like a Vivo or a Xiaomi or anything like that, you may not know what I'm talking about. But when you open those devices, there's almost like a click feeling that it is locked in place and you have to really force it back into a folded mode. So I do like that for the hinge, and it is reduced, which means that we got a slightly bigger outer display, not quite as wide as a lot of people would want, but some people, again, like the more narrow design. But at least it is a little bit bigger, so it should make typing on the outer display a little better. And you still get your one-handed use. The crease isn't that bad, so you really have to search for it to really see it. I think the crease is probably slightly better than the Fold 5, but not much. It's not a huge leap. So again, the hinge is more of a leap than the crease itself. But probably the most important thing about the device is going to be how it performs with that new Snapdragon and the newer graphics chip. So I've been really waiting on Samsung to step their game up and give us better gaming options as far as like adding something to the Play Store. Hopefully now with this new processor with a stronger GPU, and now ray tracing, maybe we may see some more gaming options, because Apple definitely has been pushing things with their Apple Arcade and whatnot. So now that the Samsung device should be more capable, hopefully that's going to improve gaming. And then, of course, the IP rating. So it's for bigger particles now, not just dust. So it's the IP, what is it, 48 or something like that. So they're headed in the right direction as far as the structure of the device. Now, let's get into a lot of the things that are very disappointing and just frustrating. And we'll start with the price. So why on earth is this phone $100 more than the previous phone? I don't think that they did nearly enough to increase the price by $100. Now, don't get me wrong, trade-ins and things like that do bring the price down, and I love the fact that Samsung, at least for the launch, you do get a pretty good amount for a trade-in, and they give you some monies off. You know, if you pre-order and all that good stuff, you get a discount on accessories. Okay, that's all great, but to raise the device by another $100 and the phone still doesn't come with a charger, like, that is absolutely ridiculous. I hate it. I don't know why they keep doing that. I'm sure the public has let it be known that we do not like this. And they continue to do this. They're raising the price and taking more things away. The original Fold came with a case. It came with a charger. It came with even earbuds. So here we are several years later. Don't tell me they're still paying for research and development. Like, what is the reasoning behind adding on another $100 to the price tag? All right, let me move past it. I'm getting a little worked up here, but it's ridiculous to me. We still didn't get any improvements for the S Pen. So there's still no way to house the S Pen inside the device. So you're still going to need a case. The S Pen is not Bluetooth. They didn't improve anything as far as the touch sensitivity or any features or anything like that. Aside from some AI and things of that nature, the actual pen itself saw no improvements whatsoever. At least they didn't announce anything for it, which is a huge bummer. So I know a lot of people, including myself, wanted this Z Fold 6 to be able to house the S Pen. And I guess Samsung's reasoning is that more people wanted it just to be thinner and lighter. Okay, maybe that's the case, but don't tell me you can't do it. Like, all these generations later, come on, man. The Note 4 was thin and light, and it still had an S Pen inside the phone. So you can't tell me that that thick body on that Z Fold 6 can't hold an S Pen. It won't take away from battery, which is something else that didn't change. They kept the battery the same. Like, why not give us a 5,000 milliamp battery? I know it's possible. We've seen Chinese phones with 5,700 for their battery. So asking for 5,000, come on. They could easily do that. And the S Pen still doesn't work on the outer display. Why not? Like, what is wrong with Samsung as far as pushing technology forward? The what is it? The Honor Magic V2, I want to say, is the name of the device. You can use their stylus on the inside and the outside screen. You can't tell me that Samsung can't do it. They're just choosing not to. So no bigger battery, no S Pen housing. I really feel like they made this device, the Z Fold 6, they changed the body style just to sell more accessories. I really feel that way, because when you really break it down, they sell accessories. They get to mark them up to some ridiculous amount. They don't include any accessories with the device anymore, and they raise the price of the device. So they're really in the accessory game now. That's why they have a new Ultra watch, which nobody asked for. There was nothing wrong with the regular Samsung watch, but now they're trying to match Apple with this Ultra watch. You guys comment below if you're really excited about that. $650 for a watch that'll probably resell for like $200, $250 maybe. Like, come on, Samsung, what are we doing here? If you just really like, you really want to sell your accessories, give us a couple in the box at least, and then we can go out and buy the extras. We still don't have a case that has a kickstand and a S Pen holding spot. You have to get two separate cases from Samsung to do that. Why? Like, what is really going on here? I can go on Amazon and get a case that includes a kickstand, a place for your S Pen, and probably a strap to go along with it, something that covers the the hinge. Like, you can get an all-in-one case in Amazon. It makes your phone crazy bulky. Nobody wants that with your phone looking like it has a helmet on, but at least it's an option. Like Samsung, you got to get like a couple different cases depending on what you want to do with your phone. I want my phone to be able to sit up on its own and I can watch it and pull the S Pen out and use it when I need it. What is so difficult about that? But anyway, so that's the end of the rant. With all that being said, I did pre-order the Z Fold 6, but I'm in a different boat. So let me explain that to everybody that's probably angry in the comments at me right now. Like, you just did all that complaining and you're still going to get the phone. Well, I only paid about $300 for this Z Fold 4. And I did that months ago because I knew I was going to want to get the Z Fold 6. I'm looking forward to the boxier shape. I'm looking forward to better battery life. I'm looking forward to my hinge being better, flatter, right? A little bit bigger of an outside display. Okay, I'll rock with that. But overall, man, the software is really what gets you for the Samsung Z Fold device. It is what separates it from the other foldables, which I prefer the build on the other foldables, but the software experience just isn't there. There's also a rumor that the speakers are better. When I tested the phone out in Best Buy, I wasn't able to really get a full experience with the speakers because the store is so huge. It's just, there's no way to tell how good the speakers are. But I'm going to test that out when I actually get the device, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about owning that device. But to be honest with you, once it actually arrives, I'm going to put it side by side with the Z Fold 4 and see if it's really worth it. Because if it's not, then obviously I'm not going to give them my Z Fold 4 that I only paid $300 for. But either way, hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling. I feel a little disappointed, but we will see if that changes once I actually own the device and how it really stacks up to its older brothers and sisters. Until the next one, peace.